If you want non-emergency medical assistance from a virtual health experts, go to howtogetridofhealthissues.com/mobile doctor. They have a team of mobile doctors is standing by around the clock so you can stop any health issue quickly and effectively. They told you to slow down. They told you that after 65 your body is a glass vase, fragile, fading, and strictly for low-impact strolls. But what if that advice is actually accelerating the very thing you're trying to prevent? What if the safe route is a slow-motion trap for your metabolism? A groundbreaking study just exposed a secret the fitness industry hasn't quite caught up with yet, and today we're doing a forensic deep dive into the truth about HIIT. We're talking about reducing body fat and preserving muscle mass better than any gentle alternative. But there's a catch, and it's controversial. Welcome back. I'm Investigative Health Lead, and today we're tearing up the standard aging playbook. Stick around because this might change how you move forever. The evidence comes from a recent study specifically targeting adults 65 and older. It compared HIIT, high-intensity interval training, against traditional methods. For decades, we've been told that muscle preservation in your late 60s requires slow, steady resistance. The data, however, tells a different story. The study found that HIIT didn't just keep up with lower-intensity options. It outperformed them in two critical areas: fat percentage and muscle mass retention. Participants saw a significant reduction in body fat. We're talking about that stubborn, metabolically active fat that traditional cardio often fails to touch. But the real shocker, muscle mass preservation. While lower intensity exercises often see a slow decline, HIIT triggered a biological response that kept the muscle intact. So why aren't doctors screaming this from the rooftops? Why is the silver sneakers world still stuck in low gear? This is where it gets controversial. The mainstream medical community operates on a principle of first do no harm, and for seniors, intensity is often viewed as an inherent risk. They're afraid of the heart, they're afraid of the joints. But this study suggests that by avoiding intensity, we might be causing a different kind of harm: sarcopenia. Sarcopenia, the age-related loss of muscle, is the silent killer of independence, and HIIT might be the most effective forensic tool we have to stop it. Now, full transparency, the study noted that the effect sizes were small. It's not a magic pill that turns you into an Olympian overnight. But in biology, small is significant. Small changes at the cellular level, specifically in mitochondrial function, are what determine your metabolic age. HIIT targets these power plants directly. Traditional cardio, or MICT, moderate intensity continuous training, simply doesn't provide the shock necessary to trigger these specific cellular repairs. Here's what they don't want you to know. The fitness industry thrives on comfort. Long, easy sessions sell memberships. Hard, short sessions don't require fancy equipment. If you can get the same results in 20 minutes that usually take an hour, the business model of the grind starts to fall apart. High intensity is bad for the bottom line. However, we have to be realistic. The study was clear: HIIT is not appropriate for everyone. If you have underlying cardiovascular issues, you can't just jump into a sprint. You need a forensic screening. You need to know your baseline. Because while HIIT is powerful, it's a high-precision tool, and used wrong, it can backfire. But intensity is relative. For a 70-year-old, high intensity isn't a 100-meter dash. It's simply pushing their heart rate into that upper threshold for short bursts. That's the secret. The interval part allows your body to enter a state of oxygen debt, which triggers the fat-burning hormonal cascade that steady state misses. We're talking about growth hormone and catecholamines. These are the natural chemicals your body uses to preserve muscle. HIIT is the key that unlocks that cabinet. When you look at the forensic ledger, the evidence is overwhelming. Less time, better muscle retention, and superior fat loss. It's a metabolic bargain. We need to stop treating 65 as the beginning of the end for athleticism. Science is showing us that the human body is remarkably resilient if we give it the right stimulus. The participants in this study weren't outliers. They were regular adults who decided to push past the comfort zone that society has prescribed for them. Let's get specific about the fat loss. Visceral fat, the fat around your organs, is a major driver of inflammation and chronic disease in seniors. HIIT is like a scalpel for it. By reducing that visceral fat, you're not just looking better, you're forensically clearing out the inflammatory markers that lead to heart disease and diabetes. And for the muscle, it's about quality over quantity. HIIT improves the power output of every single fiber you have left. It makes what you have work harder. There's a psychological benefit too. Completing a HIIT session gives you a sense of mastery. It proves to your brain that you aren't slowing down, you're just shifting gears. The chemical reward, the endorphin rush, is significantly higher with intensity. It's a natural antidepressant that steady-state walking simply can't replicate.
Sometimes there is a simple way on how to relieve or get a treatment for the problem. Naturally from an ebook, How to Get Rid of Health Issues, Quickly Without Medication. It's the step-by-step guide you can use right from your kitchen to reclaim your health naturally by someone who's been there. If you're tired of being told medication is your only option, this could change everything for you. Your body has an incredible ability to heal itself while you sleep when you give it the right ingredient. That is available at local grocery store, or you can order them online. Visit howtogetridofhealthissues.com to get your step-by-step guide today.
So if you are waiting for the perfect time to seize this opportunity, the time is now.
Are you fed up with carrying the burden of a house you can't afford? Tired of being a landlord? House needs too many repairs? Going through foreclosure? Facing divorce? Income or job loss? Medical bills? Relocation? Inherited an unwanted house? Tired of paying taxes on a vacant house? No matter the reason, condition, or price, we buy houses as is.
WeBuyHousesCashOrTerm.com is your real estate housing consultant when you need to sell your house fast, as is condition, to a cash home buyer and get peace of mind.
Then there's the afterburn. HIIT keeps your metabolism elevated for hours after you've stopped. You're burning fat while you're sitting on the couch reading. The real controversy isn't, is HIIT dangerous? It's, is being too careful the real danger? Stagnation is a forensic death sentence for senior health. When we tell seniors to only do low impact, we are inadvertently telling their bones and muscles that they aren't needed anymore. And the body listens. Intensity creates bone density. It creates tendon strength. It creates the very structural integrity that prevents falls and fractures in the first place. Look at these numbers. The HIIT group didn't just feel better. Their biometric ledgers showed measurable forensic proof of a younger metabolic profile. Their VO2 max, the gold standard of cardiovascular health, saw a jump that strolling could never achieve. That's more years of high-quality, independent life. It's simpler than you think. 30 seconds of as hard as you can go, whether that's a fast walk or a stationary bike, followed by a minute of rest. Repeat 5 times. That's it. 15 minutes. That's the entire forensic intervention. The excuse that I don't have time for health is officially dead. This study proves efficiency is the new longevity. And there's the social aspect. Intensity builds community. There's a shared struggle and a shared victory that easy classes just don't foster. But wait. It gets better. HIIT triggers BDNF, brain-derived neurotrophic factor. It's like fertilizer for your brain cells. It's not just about muscles, it's about memory. By pushing your body, you're forensically shielding your brain against cognitive decline. This study hints that physical intensity might be the best brain game ever invented. So why the pushback? Why do we still see gentle programs being marketed as the only option? Because gentle is easy to sell. Gentle doesn't scare anyone. Fear is a powerful marketing tool. If the industry can keep you afraid of intensity, they can keep you dependent on safe alternatives and supplemental fixes. It's time to break that cycle. The data is in. HIIT is a viable, powerful, and forensically proven tool for anyone 65 and older who is medically cleared. We must acknowledge the limitations. These studies are often done in supervised labs. You shouldn't try this for the first time alone in your basement. Support is key. Find a coach. Find a doctor who understands current exercise physiology, not just the guidelines from 1985. You need a partner in this investigative journey. The future of aging isn't about avoiding the red zone. It's about visiting it, respecting it, and using it to rebuild the body you thought was gone. Your body is a machine designed for adaptation. If you give it easy, it becomes weak. If you give it intensity, it becomes resilient. The choice is yours. Let's recap the forensic ledger. HIIT beats steady state for fat loss. It beats it for muscle preservation. And it does it in a fraction of the time. The myths are officially busted. I know this is controversial. Some of you might think I'm being reckless. Others might feel like I've finally given you permission to push yourself. I want to hear it all. Drop a comment below. Have you tried HIIT after 60? Has your doctor told you to take it easy? Let's start a forensic debate right here in the comments. For those who want the technical details, HIIT recruits type 2 muscle fibers, the fast twitch fibers that are usually the first to go as we age. MIT-CT doesn't even touch them. Type 2 fibers are what you use to catch yourself when you trip. They are the emergency fibers. HIIT trains them to stay sharp. It's literal fall prevention science. When you lose type 2 fibers, you lose your save mechanism. This study shows that HIIT helps you keep that mechanism, keeping you on your feet and out of the hospital. On the fat side, HIIT increases fatty acid oxidation. Your body becomes a better fat burner even while you sleep. It's like upgrading your metabolic engine. We've looked at the fat loss, we've looked at the muscle preservation, we've looked at the industry secrets. Now it's time for the final investigative verdict. 1. HIIT is a superior tool for visceral fat reduction in seniors. 2. It is the most effective way to forensically preserve and improve muscle quality. 3. It takes less time for better results. 4. The cognitive benefits are a massive forensic bonus. It's a full body, full brain upgrade. But remember our forensic warning. This is a high-precision tool. Get cleared, find a pro, and start slow. The intensity is yours to master, not yours to be mastered by. Your journey back to strength doesn't have to be a slow crawl. It can be a series of powerful bursts. It can be the most exciting chapter of your life. If you found this forensic deep dive helpful, hit that subscribe button. We're digging into the health truths they don't want you to know every single week. Don't let the fragile label define you. Reclaim your intensity. Reclaim your strength. I'm your investigative guide, and I'll see you in the next case file. Stay sharp, stay intense, and most importantly, stay informed. The science is on your side. HIIT, better fat loss, better muscle, more brain power. Small study, big implications. Intensity is the new safety. Case closed. Now get moving. I'll see you in the comments. Peace. Remember, your health is your wealth. Take care of it now, so it can take of you later. As daily health habit adjuster, make it simple as
your wish is my command.